Hey there guys, OrangeSamuraiD here. Today I'm gonna talk to you about Primal Origin's newest Gladiator Beast card, Gladiator Beast Augustus. So let's check him out. Alrighty guys, so you're here to talk about the newest card for Gladiator Beast Augustus. So here we go. This guy right here. Pretty much to give you a briefing on what he is 2600, level 8, Wing Beast Dark Monster. When he attacks or is attacked, he can go back to the deck, bring out another Gladiator Beast that is not Augustus. But when he is special summoned from the deck, you can special summon any other Gladiator Beast monster from your hand in defense mode into the field. Those monsters do get their effect, and at the end phase, it goes back to the deck. And what I mean by that, I mean the one you special summon. So if you special summoned Bestiari, he destroys the back row, and then at the end phase he goes back to the deck if you choose to not do something with it. But anyways, because he's level 8, you're not quite able to get him on the field through some means like normal summoning, because usually most Gladiator Beasts are level 4 or lower. So you have a few ways around him. One would be to special him from the deck. So say you have over here Laquari, you attack, and in a battle phase you go back to the deck and you special Augustus. Cool, that's one way. Another way of doing this would be by getting a Gladiator Beast monster, and then you special summon Test Tiger, you activate its effect, it goes back to the deck for Laquari, and then you special Augustus over here. That's another way. The other way of doing this would be to have him being sent to the graveyard by some way, and then you special him through Call the Haunted, Darius, or Soul Charge. That's another way. Then, as you would have noticed by the effect, it says that when he special summon, he can special summon any other from the hand in defense mode. So this is the plate that most people seem to be overlooking with him, because they think, oh, he's level 8, he collects your hand, he creates dead draws. Actually, that is not quite the case. By using this effect, you are freeing your hand from dead cards. So, and also it's one of the reasons why you should not play him on 1. For example, you have Laquari over here, and you want to destroy a monster, and let's say you have a weaker monster you can attack. So let's say, okay, you attack in a battle phase, you take this guy back, you special Augustus, and say you got a Murmillo on your hand, so you activate its effect, and then you special Murmillo, and now you destroy a monster. Or, to do it earlier, you can get your Laquari out, you special Test Tiger, activate its effect, send this guy back to the deck, go Augustus, activate Murmillo. This is all main phase 1, so you can do it that way. But people are saying, because if you play more than one of him, you're gonna draw into him and it's gonna be bad. However, you should not play this guy at 1 or at 2. You should really play at 3. Why 3? At 3, it means that, for example, if you're playing only 1 and you drew 1, you have absolutely no way of getting him out of the hand unless you're playing Dark Bolts or something. If you have 2, you quite possibly could make him playable if you have 1 in the deck and 1 on the hand. However, you might draw both. If you're playing 3, this is the best option to play, because if you draw 1, you're still good because you have 2 in your deck. If you draw 2, you're still good because you have this 1 in your deck. And if by some reason you happen to draw 3, then God hates you, your luck sucks, and you should stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Seriously. So, pretty much, this guy is a big beater. He's 26, he makes some big plays. He creates something that this guy wasn't able to do before. By being tagged out, he is 21. And then if he has a lance on him, he can take down monsters that are about 28 or lower, because, you know, the difference in damage. Now with Augustus over here, if you're lancing another monster, he can take down 3300s, which is pretty huge. And of course, you can keep it on the field to keep a big monster on the field as well, or get somebody else out. Also, this guy creates certain plays that you weren't able to do before. For example, let's say over here you have, alright, you have first one in your hand. You normal summon him. You activate his effect, you reveal for any Gladiator Beast for Giseris. You pitch Bestiari to the graveyard. Okay, now he is Bestiari. Say you have a Darius in your hand or a Proving Ground in your hand. You activate Proving Ground, you get Darius, okay, goes back to that. Now you got a Bestiary in your field, a Darius in your hand, and if you want to do some more damage, maybe an Augustus. However, the play is, you have your GB, you special test tire, you activate his effect, tribute him, send person back to the deck, and then you special Augustus. People normally would think that they would go special Darius and then they will roadblock everything because they can Baylor, and then oh, you Darius, you Baylor Darius, so you can't do anything. But with this guy, you can't Baylor him in a way, because if you Baylor him, you're facing down a 2600 beater, so you might be in a good spot no matter what. With Darius, you might not. So this guy activates effect, special Darius. Darius activates effect, special the Bestiary from the graveyard. Bam. Now you have 3 monsters on field. You can go Nerokius or you can go Geyserus. So you can go send back these two to the deck, and you special the big bird. This guy. So because of that play, right now you have now an Augustus and a Geyserus in the field. Now you can hit for about 5,000. Sorry, for 5,000. That's pretty huge. Most decks can do it. This deck can do it, and it makes bigger plays for the deck. Now you pop 2 cards, you attack, and now you can tag out for 3 monsters really easily. So you can go into Nerokius or bring out more Augustuses. Let's say you have the Augustus in your hand, more than one. So this guy right here, just ignore this for now. You tag out with this guy, you special 1 Augustus, and let's say any quest, or a quest you can get Chariot, or Laquari over here. So you activate this guy's effect, special Augustus, activates effect, special another Augustus. Now, quite possibly here you have a few plays. You can either use the defense position Augustuses to overlay them into Felgrand, or you can contact fusion the Laquari and the 2 Augustuses into a Heraclinos, and you still keep a Gladiator Beast monster that can tag out on the field, which is a huge play to do. It doesn't have to be just Felgrand, it could be Giant Grinder or Heliopolis, which I don't have on hand right now, or the Photon Dragon, whatever crap. So yeah, he provides a lot of options. Also, another thing that Augustus is able to bring to the table is these cards in particular, which I'm going to show you right now. You can use these guys. Augustus is 2600, so this needs 25, and this needs a 2000, so that's okay. So both of these work, and so you're playing against spellbooks, you special him, you flip over here Eradicator, you wreck their deck, or even Artifacts or Madoche, you wreck their cards, their support cards. Or this guy over here, you can destroy any 1500 or lower, you kill Madoches, you kill any other monster, and it's very crippling to lose your hand and your field and the cards you draw for a few turns in most decks. If that happens to you, you're probably in a bad situation which you can lose. Another thing you're able to do is, like say, this guy, because he has no natural effect that you can negate or you can lose much out on, you can most definitely play him in a build that's very conservative, like Kaiser Colosseum. So if you go, okay, summon him, Kaiser Colosseum, now you have a big beater on board, he can tag out if necessary, and you have a Kaiser, so your opponent cannot summon more than 1. Another thing you can do is play over here with Icarus attack. So let's say you don't want to damage your request or your bestiary, you bring this guy out, flip out the Icarus, and you pop 2 cards. Not a bad deal, because you can Darius this guy back into the hand or deck or whatever, so it's all good, or field. Another thing you can do is you get this guy out and you flip Skill Drain. Skill Drain works because he's 2600. You can still tag out with Gladiator Beast because the effects resolve in the deck. The effects do activate in the field and they go back as a cost, so Skill Drain does not really hurt GBs that much in some ways. Another thing this guy is able to do as well is the fact that he can make some plays with contact fusing, which are not preferable in my opinion, but it's a definite play that you can do in case you want to recycle your hand. Like say you have a Dead Marmilla in your hand and you special this guy. You really need to get monster destroyed, so you bring him out. At the end phase, you can either choose, at main phase 2 you can choose to contact these 2 and get out a Sideri, or you can most definitely just let this guy go back in the deck, because this way he's going back to your deck and it can be used as a toolbox. So that's fine. All in all, Augustus, as I've shown you by these examples, he can create a lot more plays that the deck wasn't able to do before. He makes it more versatile and harder to predict in a way, because usually most Gladiator Beast decks are not linear, but they're predictable because they're a really old deck. So you're gonna go, oh, you went Prisma, so you're gonna go Darius, so I'm gonna bailor you on Darius and leave you with a small monster. Yeah, you can't do that here with the newer version of Gladiator Beast, because you're gonna go Prisma, or you're gonna summon the Gladiator Beast and test Tiger. If you don't bailor one of those two, the Tiger, you're gonna go into this guy. He's 26. You can bailor him, but he's not gonna need to die out because he's that big. He's 2600. So he does make another play, which we can go Nerokius, but I'm not gonna talk much about that because I don't have the card yet on me, and I do want to talk about him separately. So it's in closing comments for this guy right here. He does definitely not make the deck tier 1 or the best deck ever, or brings Gladiator Beast back to 2008 or Cold Wave, Rescue Cat, whatever format. They definitely don't do that, but they do make the deck better than it was before. And to me, definitely it's made it a lot more fun to play as. If you guys are buying Primal Origins packs or trying to get some, I would definitely recommend you try this guy out if you like the deck. He's a lot of fun to play with. So do let me know if you have any questions. You can message me or comment in the video. I will definitely be more glad to talk to you about it. And I would like to ask you, if you can, to click an ad if you see one, like my video, share it with your friends, tell me how you liked it or what you did not like about it. I will definitely appreciate any feedback. And I will see you guys again next time in my next video. It'll be really soon. Thank you guys for watching and have a good one. Howdy.